Hi guys, it's Patricia and today I'm bringing to you my May 2019 Scentsy Empties. So, I have my bin of items and my list of scent notes. Let me sort through the items and we will get right into it. So today we're going to go through my empties. I like to go through the bars first. What's current, retired, bring back my bars. Then we'll go through other items, and don't forget we always have the question of the day. Now at the end of the video, hopefully you will have learned something about all these items and maybe that'll help you make informed purchasing decisions. So let's get into it. Starting with the current bars that are available, I'm going to go through the new releases I used up first. The first one I used up is Waves and Wonders. Now, like I said, this one is a new release for the spring and summer. The scent notes are beach grass, coastal cypress, and amber sand. And this isn't like a fresh beachy type of scent. It's more like a deep, rich, beachy kind of scent. A little bit along the lines of Dark Harbor, if you're familiar with that. I think sometimes when they make the wax color, if they pick a darker color, it does often indicate that the scent is going to be a bit deeper. If they pick a bright color, it's almost like it's going to be a bit brighter. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me. So this one here, I wasn't a big fan of this one. It's not really in my scent wheelhouse, and also it was just a medium to light performer. It was medium to light in scent, and it didn't seem to last an overly long time for these type of scents. So that is Waves and Wonders. The next one I went through is Pink Cotton. Now Pink Cotton is also a new release. It's in the fresh category. It's kind of in that laundry-esque vibe. The scent notes are clean cotton, pink berries, and vanilla sugar. And this one is a super performer. This one lasts for days. I feel like I didn't get us through as many empties because of this bar. It's very strong. It does well in an open concept layout. It's almost a little bit too long lasting because sometimes I get bored of the scents before the scents are gone. But if you like scents that you don't have to change out very often, that are like a clean cotton sheet kind of vibe with a girly twist and like a fruity vibe, almost like a perfumey fruity vibe with that clean cotton sheet, then you want to try this one. It's not everybody's favorite, but I think it's doing very, very well. I think we'll see it back. I don't know if we're going to see it back as a permanent lineup, although we could. But I think we're going to definitely see it back next spring and summer, and that is Pink Cotton. Probably one of the stronger scents I've had in a while. Now, another one that's strong, we're going to go into Scents of the Month. Another one that's fairly strong. This one doesn't get a lot of talk because it's a floral. And last month's question of the month was, what do you guys think of florals? We kind of got a mixed bag of results, but most people are probably not big floral fans, and there's a few that are extreme floral fans. So Scentsy has to kind of provide florals so that everybody gets a little bit of something. But this is February Scent of the Month Poppy Field. And beautiful packaging on this one. I just love it. The scent notes are basically red poppy, fig, and rose petals. Now this one is interesting. If you put this in a medium room, it almost seems too strong. Small to medium room, it'll really feel intense. In my big open layout, it does really well. It just provides a nice, clean, fresh, lightly floral scent with a little bit of fruit. But man, in a small room, I almost find it too much. So I'll probably be using this kind of in a bigger spaces, just to kind of dilute that intensity of it, but that is Poppy Fields. Okay, the next one we have is upcoming June Scent of the Month, and it is Squeeze the Day. This one here, my youngest child loves this scent. He kept smelling the bars, first off, I'm just gonna go off on a little rant here. He always manhandles my bars, and I'm kind of set, I'm not rough with the bars, I don't throw them around. If you see damage on my bars, they either showed up that way or my husband tripped on the bars when I had them all laid out on the floor that time. But my son, he's like taking them out, he's taking the wax out. I look over, he's got the two cubes of this and he's holding it, and I swear he's gonna eat it. Anyway, I said, don't eat the wax. The scent notes are lemon and vanilla cream. And this one here, it starts out super, super sweet in the warmer. It's like lemonade, country time lemonade. Tiniest bit of that artificial tone in my opinion, but did I mind it? No, but it was almost borderline too sweet. But then it kind of, and it's strong, like very strong. Then it fizzles out and then you're left with that soft vanilla cream. And that's what reminds me of that lemon meringue strawberry shortcake doll. She had like fluffy hair, I think. And that kind of gave it that like creamy vanilla meringue tone. Oh man, this is good. I'm definitely putting this in my Scentsy Club. Great as on its own, great as a mixer. Okay, this month, scent of the month, Saddle Up. I have 3 kids. My oldest one is so picky with scents. Guess what scent she really loves? Saddle Up. Surprise, she's like a fruity girl. She loves fruity and sweet, but she really likes Saddle Up. The scent notes on this are soft suede, aged leather, sheer musk, and a breath of fresh air. And this one here, I did not sign up for the scent of the month kit for this. I just got a bar from my superstar director. Had I got the kit, I would have been okay with it, but it probably would have been hard for me to get through all the bars. My local customers don't tend to snatch up my bars, so sometimes I'm left with a lot of them. But this one here, I may pick up another bar. I'm not sure, but my daughter really liked it. It's kind of like vanilla suede, in the sense it's got suede, and then like a muskiness with a leather. It's not like weathered leather. It's much better than weathered leather, which I can't stand. It's not as good in my opinion as sheer leather. Of course, you know I'm going to say that, but Saddle Up is a good solid scent. It seemed to do a lot better in my big area than it did in my daughter's room, because I used only 1 cube in my daughter's room. Usually I use 2. So yeah, definitely probably go with 2 cubes like I normally do for that one, but I would only have 1 cube left. Finished up a bar of Christmas Cuddles. This was December scent of the month. This is a very strange scent. It is basically caramel, bourbon, vanilla, and cinnamon and clove. I don't know. You know what it reminds me of? When I smelled it this time, it reminded me of Black Forest cake. I definitely get a chocolatey vibe. I definitely get like a cherry vibe. I don't know. I always warm this in my open concept area because it kind of dilutes the scent. It's not that I don't like it, and it's not that I love it. I'm kind of neutral on this, but it's very strange. Like I said, it's probably going to take me a million bars to figure out my thoughts on that one, but that is Christmas Cuddles. It does well downstairs in my open layout. I think it's a pretty strong performer, so I don't think it'll be back though. Okay, moving on to retired scents. We have Blue Hyacinth. Now, we always talk about retired scents because it's great to hear, because you may see one at a vendor event, or you may want to bring back one of these bars. So Blue Hyacinth was around last year. Just one season. It's basically Blue Hyacinth. Now, the first time I warmed this in tester, I wasn't wowed by it, but then I warmed the bar and I'm thinking to myself, this is super long lasting, a nice pleasant floral. I liked it a lot. I did have it in my Scentsy Club, but I actually took it out, and I think what it is I don't warm a lot of these scents in enough areas to use them up quick enough to have them in my Scentsy Club, but I did really like Blue Hyacinth. The next one I do have in my Scentsy Club, it is Cozy Chai, and this one retired last in the end of February, and that's kind of odd because it's usually in the catalog year-round, so I'm not sure if we'll see it return. If we do, it may be just a fall-winter lineup scent. It's basically warm, spicy cinnamon, vanilla bean, and caramel. Now, when I warmed it this time, it kind of gave me, the last time I warmed it, it kind of gave me a strange vibe, and I wonder if my scent preferences are changing, because the first time I warmed this, I absolutely loved it, and then I had a bit of a break from it, and then I finished up this bar. I didn't love it as much this time, but I have my Scentsy Club order that it just arrived the other day. I'm not going to film that just because there wasn't really many changes between my last Scentsy Club order and this one. But I'm going to warm through this, and then kind of, maybe you'll see another bar of this. It almost gave me like a sour milk smell this time. I'm not really sure why. I never picked up on that before. It's very like a vanilla tone with spices. And I think it's the caramel that I'm picking up. Anyway. Underneath that I'm not sure about. I do like caramel though. So anyway, let's move on. We have Pacific Daydream, which was one of our Tester Tuesday scents. This is lime, pineapple, candy sugar, and sea salt. Okay, this is a very strange, odd scent, very unique. It's like a mixture of a whole bunch of things, and I'm not sure if it fully works for me. I'm just okay with it. It's very intense. I get that saltiness. I get the brightness of the lime. I get a sweetness. It's a strange combination. That's Pacific Daydream. It's a former scent of the month. I would not purchase any more bars of that if I came across it. I finished up a bar of Crazy Coconut, which used to be in the kids line. It's basically coconut milk, mixed fruit, and vanilla ice cream. Now coconut can be very light, and sometimes you're thinking, is it a weak performer? But it's just, I think, the nature of coconut scents. I finished this bar up. I had 3 cubes. I put 2 in my kids' bathroom. They have a mini warmer on each side. They have 2 sinks and a warmer next to each sink. And then I put a cube in my bathroom, and it did last a very long time in the bathroom. I could smell it well. I don't think I'd put this in a big area, but I did enjoy this. So, and sometimes I struggle with coconut scents, but I did enjoy this. I think I have another bar, so I'm pleased about that. Custard apple. This was a Tester Tuesday scent. I'm going to try to finish up Tester Tuesday scents in bar form if I have them. And let me know in the comments below if you prefer me to leave out the little rapid fire Tester Tuesday portion, or do you like that? I don't know. I'll go with what the majority says. Just let me know if you prefer me to keep it in or if you're okay with me leaving it out. Anyway, custard apple. It's finishing up in my son's room, the last cube. It is pineapple, sugarcane, and mango. Now, as it warms, I find that sugarcane kind of extends it out. First, you're hit with that pineapple and mango. This one I really like, and sometimes, again, with coconut, I struggle. Sometimes with pineapple, it's not that I'm not crazy about pineapple. It's just sometimes I can pick it up really strong, and other times I find it kind of just fades away. But this was a great one. I could smell this one no problem. Seemed to last long because of that sugar cane, I think. If I came across a bar of this, I may pick up another one because it was kind of an intriguing scent. So that's custard apple. Now, you may see a few florals in the lineup this month because I wanted to kind of do some florals. So I finished up Flor de Mariposa, which was in the Cuban collection. I forget what that one's called. That was before my time, but this one has jasmine, grapefruit, and white plum. Now, can we just take a moment and appreciate the beauty of this? This is a stunning bar. I just love it. Anyway, I love grapefruit. Jasmine I'm okay with. White plum. I'm not really sure what a white plum is, but I love plums. This one reminds me like a tiny spin-off of Plum and White Woods. Not as good as Plum and White Woods, but very enjoyable. If you like that kind of scent, you'll probably enjoy this one. And it was a bit sweaty. You can probably see some of the oils there. Right, down in my open layout right now, I'm finishing up this packaging of Darling Dahlia. And again, fuchsia, beautiful, bright, enticing packaging. This one is Heirloom Peach, Dahlia, and Strawberry. Man, I wish this one would have come back. I'm surprised it didn't come back. It's like a good fruity floral. And it doesn't scream like in-your-face floral. It's definitely, to me, it's like 50-50. I like it. It's doing well downstairs, very enjoyable. I don't know if it's super long lasting because I'm still letting it finish off, but I did like that one. I have another bar, I believe, and then I'll be done. Cactus Flower Lime. That was a Tester Tuesday scent. Lime Mist, Water Lotus, Green Tea, and Aloe Leaf. This one, it wasn't a favorite of mine. I think I would love it because I love lime. It was just okay. It's finishing up downstairs in my son's room. I didn't find it very long lasting, so if I have different results from what's going on downstairs in my son's room, I will let you know. But yeah, that would not be a repurchase for me. Okay, we're moving on. Bring back my bars. Sea Salt Mist. Sea Salt Mist. It is Driftwood, Beach Grass, Ocean Mist, Sea Salt, Mandarin, and Amber. Yeah, I'm not huge into salty sea air scents, but this one I can handle. It's soft. I warmed it primarily in my kids' bathroom. I would put a cube in on each side of the each sink, like I told you, so it had 2 cubes. It's a fair-sized bathroom. It would do well. It would last a fairly long time because it was a small zone, and with the 2 warmers, it did well. Vanilla Suede. Vanilla, Amber, Sandalwood, and Spice. I called this the Lad Drummond scent because I said, I don't know, I just pictured Lad Drummond from The Pioneer Woman. This is what he would smell like, which is good. Oh, this is one of those scents that took me by surprise. It's not like top of my list of favorite Scentsy scents ever, but man, I definitely enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. I think I have a couple bars. Oh, it's so good. It's like sweet and yummy with the suede. Yeah, I like this one. Yes. Yes to the Pioneer Man. World Traveler. Okay, Blackberry, Dark Pomegranate, and Oak Bark. Not a favorite of mine, but I appreciate that this is an outstanding Scentsy bar in terms of strength, performance, longevity, all that good stuff. To me, If somebody said, I like manly scents with some earthiness and a bit of woodsiness and almost like a tang of soapiness in the background, what should I get? I would say, if this was still around, pick up World Traveler, because you won't even need to barely buy any bars. This will last you forever. So if you're a World Traveler fan, I'm sure you get your money's worth out of that bar, because it definitely does last a long time. I even took it out before it was done because I just wanted to move on. Southern Evening, nice, beautiful packaging. Again, kind of along that floral vibe because it has French lavender, geranium, fruits, and white musk. Okay, so this one I find I need to warm it in a small to medium room, but when I do that, it lasts a long time. I get a lot of that musk. I get like a nice Swedish kind of lavender with that fruit when that fruit combines with the lavender. Geranium, I think I can pick that up, but every time I walk, right now it's going in my laundry room. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I had more of that Southern Evening, but I don't. But I mean, if you could see my Scentsy closet, you got to stop you got to draw the line somewhere. Okay, we're going to move on to the Tester Tuesday scents. Now, look at this, plus these ones that I'm going to talk to you about, 5. So that is very low. And what it was I had a lot of bags that were small. We kind of finished them off. Normally this thing is chock full of testers. But anyway, let's get into the ones that we are going to talk about. Jammy Time. Woo! Excellent performer. Strongly recommend Jammy Time. Oh yeah, it's got lavender, freesia. I forget. I'm going to put the scent notes down below. This is a great performer and I highly suggest Jammy Time, not just for kids. One of my favorites, Sugar. Sugar is cotton candy and lemon drops. Oh, I love it. I just love it. Puts me in a good mood. Nice and strong, great mixer, endless possibilities. A must-have in your Scentsy lineup. If you're not a big sweet fan, maybe leave it out, but man, you should definitely give that a try. Another one I suggest you giving a try is Sea Salt and Avocado, a very fresh, green, spa-like scent. Oh, this one is great too. Man, these ones are hitting it out of the park. My only drawback to this one is it doesn't seem to last as long as I'd like. But I don't care. I love it anyway. And I just started Sea Salt and Avocado in the laundry, and man, oh man, I'm loving it. Pomegranate Pear. This one is not very memorable to me. I'll put the scent notes below. It was pomegranate, Nashi pear, and violet petals, I think. I got a lot of pomegranate and I got a lot of violet and not very much pear. We have Pretty and Plum, which we just talked about in last Tester Tuesday. This is a very unique, intense scent. It's kind of like a spin-off of Sweet Plum Pastry. It's not as sweet and it has a depth to it, kind of like it's really hard to describe. That black coconut gives it a unique fragrance on top, and it's fairly strong in the tester, and it did very well in my open concept space. So I think if I still have a few cubes left, I'll probably warm it down there again. It might kind of be strong in a bedroom or somewhere like that. So now we're going to move on to other items, which I love because they need some recognition too. Okay, let's talk washer whiffs. The first one I'm going to talk about is Ocean. And inside here, I also have the corresponding dryer disc. Okay. Cool and refreshing aquatic notes deepened with water lilies and ocean breezes. I have not warmed Ocean in the wax, but I've heard great things about Ocean. Okay, so what I did was I was finishing up Amazon Rain in my washer liquid, and I was using Ocean, and I wasn't getting very much of anything. And I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on. I can't really smell Ocean. People are saying it's great. I can't smell it. Then I ran out of this. And Costco had Ivory Snow, which is like that baby soap on sale. And I love that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick that up. So I decided to, because it's kind of mild. It has a nice soft fragrance. I said, I'm going to use that with my other stuff. I don't know what happened, but man, could I ever smell Ocean the next time I used it. Like, it was on my son's jacket and it was almost too much. I was like, whoa, whoa with the Ocean. And then sometimes I couldn't smell the grease. So I don't know. I felt like there was like maybe my son's jacket picked up all the fragrance of the load. I have no idea. But I'm not gonna, I have another dryer disc. I'll either give it away or I don't know what I'll do. I feel like I should give it another shot, but I don't know if I want to. Okay, so I just showed you the Amazon Rain. Now this was actually the previous packaging before they did the formula change. And now they've changed a little bit, so it's supposed to be a little bit better. I've had no issues with the laundry soap. They've done that one. I think the improved one is better. But I also finished up a washer with an Amazon Rain. So I'll read you the scent notes, and they are melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and night blooming jasmine. And yes, night blooming jasmine I think is different than regular jasmine, because I always thought it was just Scentsy's way of like, you know, being extravagant in their descriptions, but no, there is such a thing. Yeah, this one is very, very strong. Like for me, it's a good performer in like wax. Not as much in washer whiffs. I probably won't go with it in washer whiffs again, but I just want to keep smelling it. Now, if you're new to Scentsy and you're like, what does she keep talking about washer whiffs? This is the laundry soap, which is super concentrated. You only need between 2 and 4 pumps. If you go overboard on a front loader, you can actually screw up the like brains of your front loader. So just be careful of that. You don't want too much suds. So I would try to stick with, you know. But washer whiffs look like little crystals, and you basically put them in your washer drum. Then you put your clothes in, and then the water will go in. And they actually fragrance your clothes, give it a nice boost of fragrance, kind of like Downy Unstoppables, but Scentsy's version. And you can pick them up in a lot of your favorite Scentsy scents, so it's really nice. You can use 1 scoop or more, depending on how much of an intensity you like. People have other uses for them, but I pretty much stick to laundry. But yeah, I really like them, and I get a lot of compliments that my clothes smell nice. So anyway, I finished up a Counter Clean, which is another product I really like, and this one is an aloe water and cucumber. That one is aloe water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar. Yeah, this one, it wasn't a favorite of mine. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of funny. You kind of enjoy certain scents in certain products. But my favorite Counter Clean is probably Honeymoon Hideaway, and that is no longer available, followed by Sea Salt and Avocado. Oh, I should mention I also finished up a dryer disc in Amazon Rain. And let's talk about the Scentsy Go. We have Go-Go Mango. I finished up the second pod here. It's still got a little bit of scent. It's mango, melon, hibiscus, and banana flower. I've grown out of love for Go-Go Mango. It's not that I don't like it. I'm over it for a bit. I need a break. But maybe if it comes back next year, I'll pick up some more. We'll see. It's very, I think it's the hibiscus. I've told you guys before, I struggle with hibiscus, so that's probably what it was. Okay, let's talk oils. I friggin' love oils. This one was terrific. If you can see that, it's grapefruit blood orange. This one, I was like, man, I love this one. And I thought grapefruit and blood orange, I love both of those things. But guess what? It also has lime. So that's why I think I love it. I'm definitely buying more of this. Oh, man, this is good. It's very intense. I get a lot of that blood orange and the lime. Oh, it's so good. If you like zesty citrus bright scents with a bit of tanginess, pick up grapefruit blood orange. Okay, I finished up a scent circle and blue hyacinth. It's funny, when I put this in the car, my husband said, why do I smell bug spray? I said, it's not bug spray, it's blue hyacinth. He goes, I don't like that one. So, okay, I have finished up Atlantic Air, and my husband also has an Atlantic Air in his car. This one is very saltiness to me. I don't know if you can see. It looks like teeth marks here, but what it is I've been jamming it in my car vent because my big SUV, it's hard to scent that thing. And this wasn't throwing. Like, it still had scent, but it wasn't throwing, so I jammed it in the car vent, and then I could smell it no problem. Now, keep in mind, if you do that, you could get oils on your vent, which could damage your vehicle, but I don't really care about that. I'm going for it. And travel tins. I finished up 2. I finished up a Camu and a Honey Pear Cider. So Camu, let me just show you inside. That's what it looks like, and it's very dry right now. And it kind of pulls away. You can kind of see it pulling away. Still has scent, but it's very dry. What I would do is I would open it just a little bit to start in my car, then I would open it more, then I would open it more, then I would open it, and then sometimes I would put it up near the heat vent, and when I did that, man, like I kind of sit it up next to the heat vent and it would heat the metal. And good job, Patricia. Way to extend the life of your travel tin. Now when you're not using this, close her up. And this one is honey pear cider. It still smells like spice and it's still sticky, but it doesn't really have a lot of scent. This one I didn't find worked as well as Camo Camo. Like it kind of did. It was a while ago. I just forgot to bring it to my empties, but anyway. Okay. So I do have a question for you guys. Of course, I always have a question of the month. And what I've been doing is going through my new release bars and trying to finish up a couple every month. But what I'm thinking is we're halfway through the spring and summer season, believe it or not. Halfway through. I want to know what you guys are thinking of the new releases. What ones are standouts for you? And what ones are flops? So as always, thanks for spending the last 26 minutes with me. I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.